my God, my hair looks crazy right now. Jesus Christ, I look like a mad scientist. But anyways, what is up everybody? This is your boy Fong, and I just wanted to go over the perks and the disadvantages of owning a home gym, especially in this day and age. Forgive me here because I still need a stretch. During the pandemic, a lot of things got closed down, and a lot of those things were gyms. I am kind of a gym rat, and you know, when I say gym rat, I'm not necessarily like the most jacked or the most healthy person, but I do go to the gym 6 out of 7 days, if not 5 out of 7 days. And it was kind of detrimental to me. It was my way of kind of getting out the house and just stress relief, as insane as that sounds. So during the pandemic, when everything kind of just shut down, it became obvious that I need some form of physical activity to kind of stay mentally sane. And I just wanted to stay healthy and as fit as possible, especially with the way I eat. Throughout the course of the pandemic from 2020 till now, I started assembling what I consider this home gym. Now, it's not the most beautiful and it's not the most shabby of home gyms. A lot of people have built something better, and you know, a lot of people have the money, the time, and the space to build something a lot more elaborate. But for me, I just needed something that works. So I figured rather than sitting down and talking about all the gear that I have and, you know, doing the super professional version of it, I'm just gonna give you an NTV crib style of what I have in my home gym, just to give you an idea of what I have, and maybe you can take what you will from it and maybe help motivate you or inspire you to build your own home gym, or give you an idea of what it is you might need. So if you follow me, first thing I have is cleaning spray. This is just alcohol and water. It's basically used for whenever I need to clean the sweat and clean my equipment. I have a board here, which just basically I use to outline the exercises, the reps, and my maxes and stuff like that. I'm still a very hands-on person, so it helps me get an idea of what I need to do. I have a full body mirror. This is great if you want to check your form or just check where your progress is. Just hang it or put it somewhere where you won't hit it and have it collapse on you and shatter or possibly kill you or injure you. I have a treadmill. I use this for my warm-ups. I use it for cardio. It's held up so far, 4 years, no damages. I just do very light maintenance, make sure the belt's tight, make sure the track is tight. I have a TV. This is good when I just don't want to have headphones on or I just want background noise. The TV's great for that. It's nice to have a TV because I can control whatever I want to watch, and I don't get stuck with some of those crappy infomercials from a commercial gym. I have a bike, which I use for days where I need to stop slamming my knees so much from all the walking and all the running. You don't necessarily need this, but I'm kind of a hoarder and I just randomly acquired this. Over here, I have a Stairmaster, another purchase I bought that I didn't necessarily need. It's a great source of cardio if you want to take some of the tension off of your knees, you know, especially from all the running and stuff. This is good for that. And it's great for your hamstrings, it's great for your glutes. Then over here, I have a bench. Now, this bench is, I don't have to really explain what a bench is necessary for. I think it's one of the most essentials when you want to build a home gym. It's just one of the key necessities in my opinion. If you don't have a bench or you don't know what the purpose of a bench is, you probably really shouldn't think about building a home gym, and you should probably hire a trainer or go to a commercial gym and figure out how to do proper workouts and stuff like that before you build one. Now, the next piece of equipment that I have is a bar. Obviously, another essential. If you don't have a bar or you don't know what the purpose of this is, you probably again shouldn't be thinking about a home gym. You use this for squatting, benching. You basically use it for every freaking workout that you could think of. It's an essential in my opinion. I have a heater, obviously. This is New England. It's freaking cold and it's nice to have to keep the garage warm. And then moving on over here, this is the core essential to your home gym. It's a power rack. You can use this for squatting. You can use it for benching. You can use it for pull-ups, but in my case, it's kind of useless because my ceilings are too low. This thing's about maybe 7-8 feet tall. So if you try to do a traditional pull-up, you will not get the full range of motion because your head is going to hit the ceiling. So when it comes to space, it's not just width, it's also length and girth. If you don't know how to use a squat rack or you don't know a lot of the exercises that come with using a power rack, again, you need to hit a commercial gym or hire a personal trainer. And another thing here is weights. The barbell and the squat rack are essentially useless if you don't have free weights. So yeah, consider getting some free weights if you don't have any. Another thing that I thought was very crucial, this may vary depending on the type of workouts you do, but I have dumbbells. These are extremely useful for days where I don't want the bar workouts. And basically dumbbells just kind of help you figure out what body parts you might be lacking in, because the barbell distributes the weight evenly. When you use dumbbells, because you're relying on specific sections of your body to complete the workout, it tells you like, oh, maybe the left side of your body is a little bit more unbalanced or weaker than the right side of your body, or vice versa. So I swap between the workouts I always have a dumbbell / kettlebell workout day, and then I have a barbell driven day. So yeah, that's the power rack, the bench, more free weights over here. And then I have some extra kettlebells. I have an extra bench that I never use. It's just a bunch of random accessories that I don't even think are worth showcasing. And then obviously I have a punching bag. I'm not no Floyd Mayweather, no Manny Pacquiao, but I like having the punching bag as an alternative to cardio for those days where I just want to let my legs rest a little bit and my upper body can handle a little bit more of an ass whooping. I do a little bit of a light bag workout. Nothing like, I'm training for a professional boxing match or something. Just a great form of cardio, especially if you know what you're doing. And it's not a necessity. Out of all this equipment that I have in here, I would say that the core necessity is just having a power rack, a bar to go with the power rack, obviously some free weights, a bench, and if you can afford to squeeze a little bit of money in, I'd totally recommend investing in a treadmill, because it's gonna be great for those days where you can't go outside for a walk, whether it's weather driven or you just don't have the time to go outside and do some cardio, or you just wanna get some quick steps in. The treadmill is the one that I use the most of out of all my cardio equipment, and you can do without the rest of this. So these down here are horse stall mats. I put these down because they're meant apparently for horses to walk on and to roll big trucks on. So these mats have been phenomenal. They have not caused a single dent. It's amazing. Like my entire garage floor is concrete, and I put these horse stall mats on top of it, and I'm slamming about 300-400 pounds on it when I do like major deadlifts. It's held up very well. And even when I lift it up and check the concrete, there are absolutely no damages to the concrete. If you're thinking about constructing something heavy duty, put some horse stall mats down. And if you can't put the horse stall mats down, you might want to reconsider your gym, especially if you're lifting heavy. If you're not a heavy lifter and you're more cardio driven, then this might not be a major problem, but it can also still be a problem if you're not looking to damage your property. Since 2020 till now, which is, for the record, it's 2024, I've owned a home gym for basically about 4 years now, and I haven't gone to a commercial gym since. The reason I haven't gone back to a commercial gym is because this has actually worked out for me a lot better than I had anticipated. It's nice to be able to just wake up, roll out of bed, take my pre-workout, change, still have messy ass hair and not have to worry about my appearance. Another major plus for me personally has just been time. I now no longer have to swap workouts because somebody decided to squat on the bench rack. We've seen those people before. And it's also nice now not having to squeeze your workout in and like rush through the entire process. Like I think a lot of us, just go to the gym and like hit the heaviest weights or get the most amount of reps done, and we forget about form. So it's nice to now just kind of be in my own space, in my own zone, and just focus on the movement. It's a lot of work that even I'm still working on. And yeah, it's also nice not to have to figure it out like, oh, do I do this before work? Do I do this after work? And then usually by the time I'm kind of figuring it all out, I'm way too exhausted to even want to think about it. Again, time has been great. Another major factor for me that's been great is I don't have to drive super far to my gym. I don't have to go out like 30 minutes, an hour whatsoever just to get my workout in. I can just, again, roll right out of bed, or, in the middle of the day after work or something, or even during a lunch break, I could just work out. Most of the time when you're going to a gym, you're kind of just throwing money towards a membership, especially if you're like me, where you're not really like trying to do all the extra stuff like the swimming classes, the yoga classes, the group cardios. I just go into the commercial gym and I work out and I get the heck out because I got shit to do. So I'm not there to spend like 4 hours just conversating and going around and socializing. Like, the gym is not my social life. The gym is my therapy. It's my personal time. I go in, I get my workouts done, I get the f out. I don't sit around and waste time. So without all the extra perks, like most of the time you're paying like $20 to $50 a month, and it's nice to be able to just take that investment and then put it into actual equipment that I will be using. I do want to talk about a lot of the cons when it comes to owning your home gym, because I don't think people stress those things enough. The biggest con for me is going to probably be space. This little area, this little sectional area that I have around here can only hold so much because I still have to dedicate half of my garage for other necessities. Not a lot of people have a dedicated space such as myself to a home gym. So that's a number one thing to consider. If you don't have a large space, this might not be for you. Depending on how you budget and depending on what you're buying and how you're buying it, you might end up spending a lot more than what you bargained for a commercial gym. Say you do pay 30 bucks a month or whatsoever to go to a commercial gym. There are a couple perks to it, which is you don't have to worry about the maintenance costs because that's up to the manager and the staff there to maintain. A lot of it is repairs. Like if my treadmill here decides to kick the bucket, it's either I got to figure out how to fix it or I have to pay somebody to come out here and fix it. If I had a warranty, which I don't, I could get somebody to come and take care of it, which could take a few days, which means my treadmill is down for the count. And when it comes to maintenance, say like I wasn't on top of my quote unquote maintenance and I wasn't like making sure everything on this squat rack is tight, injuries can occur. So if you're lazy and you're not keeping up to date with your maintenance, you might get hurt. Which leads me to the next topic, which is maintenance. You have to be on top of your maintenance, meaning you need to clean your area, you have to keep your gear up to date, you have to make sure it's lubed, it's greased, it's screwed in tightly, because you will bust your ass if you are not on top of it. Like we've seen those gym fails, and I'm not trying to be one of those gym fail videos. So maintenance and repair are a major con if you aren't one of those people who are really into repairs and stuff like that, but it's a major pro because you are also your own dictator for how safe things are. There are situations, again, where you have gone to a commercial gym and they actually don't keep up with their maintenance. So you kind of get what you pay for, right? You could go squat something and then the whole handle comes off. I've seen that happen too, like not throwing out any brands out there, but that has happened. So you're your own handy person. Another downside to having a home gym, not for me, but I think for a lot of people out there, they go out to the gym and it's essentially their social life. Some people need the boost of motivation. Some people need to socialize in between reps, in between sets. So if you can't get your workouts done by yourself and you need the push of somebody else, you might be better off going to a commercial gym and, you know, living it out that way. Another reason I wouldn't recommend a home gym is if you're actually professionally training for something specific. So for example, if you're like a professional bodybuilder, or if you're like, I don't know, training for a job or some kind of marathon or an event, this also might not be the best situation because then you will need guidance from somebody who's a professional. I would say like, yeah, if you're a professional athlete, you know, you need your training to be very specific. This probably ain't it unless you can afford to buy all the equipment and then also bring all the professional people to your house as well. But then again, that also kind of defeats the purpose of what I'm talking about here, which means you have a lot of time, a lot of space, and a lot of money. So, you know, pros and cons, right? Something that I did want to mention too that is basically a con is the weather. If you're in bright, sunny Florida or California or somewhere where there's a lot of sunshine and it's a lot warmer, weather might not be such a problem for you. By where I am in New England, currently it is snowing and it's raining. And it's probably about 20-30 degrees right now. So I have a couple layers of gym clothes on just to stay warm. I used to run a heater down here, but because it's a garage space, the insulation is not really helping anyway. And it's too expensive to put full-blown heating in a garage where I'm mostly storing a lot of my crap here. So do consider the weather when you're building a home gym. So I've owned a home gym for about 4 years now, ever since the pandemic. And personally, for me, it has been great because I now, again, can better time manage. I don't really have to drive, you know, out of my way to get my exercises in. I could just do it whenever I feel like it. It's been mentally refreshing and therapeutic as somebody who's constantly stressed because I am a software developer by day. And then I also do a lot of creative projects on like as my side hustle with like photo and video. So it's nice to just be able to get away from all of those LCDs and all of these creative processes and just focus on me and my health. One of the things I want to make clear is that like building a home gym isn't necessarily going to fix all of your health problems. At the end of the day, dieting is still a heavy heavy factor when it comes to health and fitness. A home gym is not going to fix that. And I can speak to this heavily because I'm somebody who has gone through a lot of drastic weight changes and body transformations. Like I went on keto, went all the way down to like 170. I currently weigh about 205 right now, which is a little bit on the heavy end for somebody my height, because I'm only about 5'6", which is on the short end. So I really shouldn't weigh this much, but I like to eat, I like to lift. And right now, though I'm not 100% comfortable with that weight, I'm working towards, you know, getting back to a steady level. And that's the beauty of fitness and health. Just a process for you to self-improve mentally and physically. So with all the stuff that I just said in this video, do I recommend a home gym? I totally do. If you can afford it, if you have the space for it, I think it's one hell of an investment, because you're gonna be encouraged to use it more, hopefully. And it's also gonna kind of get you on the right mind track and constantly keep you going. But yeah, enough of my yapping. I hope you guys found this video extremely helpful. If you did, please hit like, please subscribe, and it'll encourage me to make more videos like this. And let me know if you have any questions about what it's like owning a home gym, and I'll be glad to answer any questions that you might have. And if you already own one, let me know how it's been. Let me know if you'll ever go back to a commercial gym, or if you're a commercial gym person, let me know why you think a home gym is crappy. But yeah, with that being said, this has been your boy Fong, and I'm out. Peace.